Hi, fourth grade. Again, it's Mrs. Boswell, and we're doing Module 1, Lesson 6 notes. Our objective today is I can find 10, 100, and 1,000, and I already had a typo there, so you might add a 0 there, more and less than a given number. So let me say that again. I can find 10, 100, and 1,000 more and less than a given number. Okay, so we're going to start with I can find 1,000 more and 1,000 less. So we're going to focus right here. Again, I'm using my place value chart because it will come in very handy today. So we're going to start here with our first number, 4,363. And we are going to add 1,000. So that's going to be by adding more. Okay, so we're going to focus on adding more, or 1,000 more. Well, the easy way to do that is some of you can just automatically already write that number in. But for some of us, using that place value chart is really important. So I know if I work backwards, I've got in my ones is a 3, tens is a 6, hundreds is a 3, and the thousands is a 4. Okay? Now that I have that in there, okay, pretty easy, right? But then it says add 1,000, right? Well, I just put in numbers. I think I'm actually going to change that to dots. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now that I have my dots in, it says add 1,000, or 1,000 is another way to view that. So I'm going to come in here and I might write it in a number. So I'm going to do 0, 0, 0, 1. Right? So there's 1,000. Well, I want to represent that with dots. So I don't have any dots here, no dots here, no dots here, but I need an extra dot here. So, because I'm adding 1,000, so I'm just putting it in there. Okay? So let's look at it. How many ones do I have? I still have 3. How many tens? 6. How many hundreds? 3. But here I added 1 in the thousands place value, so now my number becomes 5. And if I do my commas, 1, 2, 3, whee! Okay, 4,363 plus 1,000 more is 5,363. All I did was add a dot in that thousands place value. Okay, I didn't in the ones, tens, or hundreds because I wasn't adding 1 more or 10 more or 100 more. I was adding 1,000 more. Okay, well now we're going to do the opposite. This time it says I'm going to take that number 4,363 minus 1,000. So this time I'm going to take away 1,000. So instead of writing the numbers for me, I'm just going to draw the dots. So I need 3 ones, 1, 2, 3, 6 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 hundreds, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 thousands, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But this time, I'm going to take away 1,000, so I don't need to take anything from the ones, the tens, or the hundreds, because those are all zeros. But how many do I take away in the thousands? I'm going to take away 1. So now my number becomes 3, 3, 6, 3, okay? So my number was 4,363, but when you have 1,000 less or you take away 1,000, my number becomes 3,363. Okay, pretty easy. If you really kind of line up your numbers, another way that I like to view it for me is I like to put it, this is horizontal, I like to put it vertically. So if I line up my numbers, 363 minus 1,000. See how I lined up my numbers? 3 minus 0 is 3, 6 minus 0 is 6, 3 minus 0 is 3, and then 4 minus 1 is 3. Do I get the same answer? Yes. So you do it how best it works for you. You can do it vertically, you can use this place value chart, or you could do it horizontally, you could use a place value chart, or you could even do it vertically like Mrs. Boswell set it up. It's up to you. Okay, so this one, we found 1,000 more and 1,000 less. So we've done that part. Now we're going to do 10,000 more. Ooh, okay. So it says find 10,000 more and 10,000 less. So we're going to use this one over here and this one here. Okay. So this one says minus 10,000. So this time we're going to find 10,000 less. Okay. So I have that number, 6,271. So I'm going to draw on those dots. I've got 1, I got 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 hundreds, 3 thousands, and 6 10,000s. 4, 5, 6. But it says minus 10,000. So this time, again, I'm going to be taking away. So then my number becomes a 5, a 3, a 2, 7, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, oh, 10,000 less than 63,271 is 53,271. Remember, again, you could do that vertical equation, 63271 minus 10,000. Okay, 1,723, and 6 minus 1 is 5. See how simple? Simple and easy. Okay, you decide which strategy works the best for you. Okay, over here, or up here, we're going to be looking at 10,000 more because I'm adding. Okay, so you could draw in those numbers again. So I've got 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This time I'm adding a 10,000, so I'm going to add in that 10,000s. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, don't put that there, Mrs. Boswell. 7, 3, 2, 7, and 1. 1, 2, 3, whee! So 63,271, 10 more would be 73,271. Okay, so we just did 10,000 more. We did 1,000 more. So now we're going to do our last one, hundreds. It says find 100,000 more and 100,000 less. Okay, so here's my number, 872,236. Okay, you can draw those in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Remember, you can always pause the video and draw or pause it as you need. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've drawn it in, and this time it says plus 100,000. Okay, so I'm going to go to the 100,000s, and I'm going to add 1. So now how many do I have? I have 8 plus 1 is 9. And then these all stayed the same because I didn't add anything to them. So 1,000 or 100,000 more than 872,362 is 972,362. Okay, so this was 100,000 more. Now I'm going to do 100,000 less because I'm subtracting. Okay, so again, putting in my numbers, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This time I am taking it away, so it's 100,000 less, and it's 100,000, so I'm going to take one of those away. So now my number becomes 7, 7, 2, 3, 6, 2, because I took 1,000s away. So that 8 became a 7. So 772,362. Remember, do it the best way that fits for you. Now here is this next one. We're going to take that concept of adding 10, 100, or 1,000, or subtracting, having less 10,000 less, 100,000 less, or 1,000 less. So let's look here. Okay, I noticed that I have this number, and then I have a space, and then I have these two numbers together. Well, I'm going to kind of look at the pattern between these two numbers, because when you don't have a next number here, it's a little harder. But some people can figure that out. So I'm going to notice that these both have 6. Okay. Oh, this one has a 6, and this one has a 5. Ooh, I can focus on that. So let's focus on that. I went from 6 to the 5. Did I add or subtract? If I went from a 6 to a 5, if you said subtract, you're right. I went down. But how much did I go down? Well, this is in the hundreds place value, and this is in the hundreds. Oh, so how many did I go down? The 100. So from 6,650 to 6,550. So over here, if I subtract another 100, okay, so if I have 500 and I've subtracted it, so I have a 6, and in that 5, if I subtract 100 from it, it would make it a 4, and then the 5, 0. So it would be 6,450. Remember, if I go to the right, I am subtracting. When I go to the left, it's going to get more. So now this time, I'm going to go this way because I need to figure out this box. Well, if I subtracted this way 100, this way I'm going to add 100. So now that 6,000 stays, but the 6 now becomes a, if you said 7, you're right, and then a 5, and then a 0. Okay, so you're just trying to figure out that pattern. And in this pattern, I added 100 more, or I had to subtract it in this pattern. But if I went this way, it was really, I am subtracting 100. Good luck on your problem set and your exit ticket today.